Gender inequality causes the economic deprivation of women. Women suffer in-work poverty more than men. Employers, please provide adequate parental leave and quality childcare opportunities for all parents and carers to help enable women to have the same unhindered career progression as men. Break the bias.
I want to break the bias, conscious and unconscious, towards all women, especially those in Barnet, that is holding them back from reaching their full potential.
I'm committed to promoting a culture where all employees can speak out about gender bias, sexism or discrimination.
Hi, I'm breaking the bias by travelling alone.
To break the bias, I will call out stereotyping language and actions. I can't count the number of times I've expressed sadness or upset at something and been told, don't be a girl about it. Having emotions isn't bad, and it isn't feminine. It's natural and part of being human. Boys get sad too, so don't belittle and use gender as an attack on well-being. Break the bias.
Break the bias for women being the default to take notes in meetings, or for being told to calm down if they're being assertive.
Break the bias by not making assumptions about who's going to take what roles in meetings. If you don't know what I mean, next time someone clears up the coffee cups, look to see who it is.
Break the bias about perceptions and stereotypes that restrict women from being appointed to and succeeding in senior management roles.
I want to break the bias that women always need to be self-assured and resolved to be taken seriously at work. Searching for words during a meeting or having a moment of weakness is not a reflection on my gender and is definitely not an excuse for misogyny. Let's break this bias and let's allow women the space to make mistakes and grow.
I want to break the bias on everything, so that every girl and every woman has an equal opportunity to follow her dreams.
I want to break the unconscious gender bias by ensuring all of our working practices at Barnet Council, all of our ways of working, are inclusive.
Hi, my name is Jenny and I'm from Be Lifted. My sport is boxercise, body pump, aerobics and anything that gets you active and moving. How did I break the bias? I broke the bias by being resilient and not giving up.
Break the bias around women not enjoying stereotypically male things like lifting weights.
I choose to challenge men to speak up when they see others acting or talking with bias based on another person's gender.
Break the bias around assumptions and stereotypes that affect women from succeeding. For example, a woman with a child or with caring responsibilities won't be able to work as efficiently as a man. Break the bias and break down these stereotypes.
I will help break the bias by being braver about talking to and challenging my male colleagues and male managers about gender bias in the workplace, gender stereotypes that may be apparent in our teams, discussing the gender pay cap and generally talking about perceptions of women at work. I will also be having conversations about breaking the bias with my family at home, as I have a young son who's almost a teenager, and I think it's so important that we teach our young men and young boys to view women as equal.